Today we're going to wrap up our series on Lewy body dementia. For the two previous segments, I've talked about the movement and the sleep symptoms associated with Lewy body dementia. Now I'm going to talk about the behavioral and the mood symptoms associated with Lewy body dementia. There can be changes in behavior and mood when a person has this disease, and they will get worse and worse as the disease progresses. These changes include depression, meaning that they have a constant feeling of sadness. You can't get them in a happy mood. They feel worthless, or they have an inability to enjoy activities that they used to enjoy. They basically lose interest in things and are just not wanting to interact with others. Another sign of Lewy body dementia includes anxiety. That's an intense apprehension or uncertainty or fear about what's going to happen next. A person can ask the same questions over and over again, or be fearful if a loved one steps away or goes anywhere or isn't present with them at the moment. Another symptom is agitation, and this is jitters or pacing back and forth, or wringing their hands, or they have an inability to settle down. Sometimes they'll constantly repeat the same words or phrases, and they're easily irritated. Another symptom is delusions. Oftentimes people mistake hallucinations with delusions. A hallucination is an episode where a person sees something that's just not there. A delusion is a strongly held false belief. For example, someone with Lewy body dementia may think that their spouse is cheating on them without having any reason to believe that. Or they may be certain and emphatic that someone who passed away years ago is still alive. Or they may think that their spouse or another relative that's passed away is being replaced by an imposter. Something like, well, you look like Michelle, but you're not Michelle. Those kinds of things involving thinking someone is an imposter. Paranoia is one of the most common symptoms, and paranoia is an extreme irrational distrust of others, such as a suspicion that a person is taking or hiding things. I've known people with Lewy body dementia who are paranoid, but in their paranoia can't tell you what they're paranoid about. And that can be really frustrating. They may give you a single word or a phrase like, well, you know what's going on, or you know what happened, so tell me what happened. And you may not ever be able to figure out what that person is talking about, but that's sort of what the paranoia can look like. Other symptoms of Lewy body disease, people can also experience significant changes in the part of the nervous system that regulates automatic functions for the heart, for glands, and for muscles. And the person may have drastic changes in body temperature or excessive sweating. That's one of the symptoms that I'm most familiar with in dealing with one of my loved ones who has Lewy body dementia. This excessive sweating can occur under the armpits or in that area, but it can also occur on your back, on the chest area, on your arms. It can occur anywhere. They will have problems with blood pressure changes, dizziness, fainting spells. People with Lewy body dementia with those Parkinsonian symptoms will have frequent falls. So if you've got somebody that's displaying some of these symptoms but also falling a lot, that may be something for you to look into. They can be extremely sensitive to cold and heat. Now that describes pretty much every senior citizen. They love to keep the heat up really high and they're constantly cold. But that is also a symptom that goes along with Lewy body dementia. Sexual dysfunction can also be a symptom. urinary incontinence or wetting themselves, or wetting in bed, those kinds of symptoms. And if you're seeing those kinds of symptoms, then also have your loved one checked out for a urinary tract infection, because that can be causing some of the same incontinence problems. You will see problems with constipation, and there again, a lot of elderly people do have problems with constipation, and that can be treated with something as simple as Miralax. One of the things that can be really dangerous for people with Lewy body dementia is a poor sense of smell. We really depend on our sense of smell to warn us of danger. For example, if they have a gas stove or a gas hot water heater, they might not smell the gas, and that can be dangerous. A lot of times they can't smell whether or not food is old or spoiled. So that can lead to food poisoning. So if you are dealing with someone with a combination of these symptoms, then I want to urge you to take them to the doctor and explain what you're seeing, and have them checked out to see whether or not they have some of these symptoms and others associated with Lewy body dementia. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you later.